Bitcoin SV fundamentally is a low-positioned coin with the ticker BSV that generally has an exceptionally present worth of $49.08 and a market capitalization of $961.05890 or so the especially thought. Digital currencies especially have extremely lengthy past a purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers, which explicitly is very critical. These days, it's a resource class that especially is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. Some essentially huge venture banks even really procure Bitcoin SV and by and large other digital currencies all at once to generally safeguard their resources under administration against the running expansion that injures the customary monetary business sectors, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. Presently, now is the ideal time to basically uncover our short, mid, and genuinely long-haul forecast of the improvements on the BSV market that in a real sense depend on the readings of our especially exceptional crypto unpredictability record that for the most part assists us with checking the market opinion and truly expect where in which the market means to go, or so they sort of thought. At this point, the cost of Bitcoin SV in a real sense is $49.08. While the coin presently winds up at 56th spot in the exceptionally generally speaking sort of positioning. The expressed sort of positioning by and large is assessed based on the resource's really present value that truly is duplicated by its in every practical sense current market capitalization, an equation that generally is applied all through every monetary market. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients certainly get the most applicable information in regards to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios, kind of in opposition to prevalent thinking. It's likewise vital to basically consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing incredibly. On December 16, the cost of Bitcoin SV basically was at $48.53 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change commonly added up to 1.08% in a kind of significant manner. 7 days prior, on December 10, BSV basically was esteemed at $51.83, which generally intends that from that point forward, the cost certainly has sort of changed by 0%, which most certainly is genuinely critical. A month prior, on November 17, the market member laid out the cost of Bitcoin SV at $48.54. Thusly, the coin has taken a 1.11% action to arrive at its genuinely present standings in a very significant manner generally. In any case, as currently made sense of, the cost of Bitcoin SV isn't the main variable that we sort of consider while making the cost expectation, so on December 16, the cost of Bitcoin SV all things considered was at $48.53 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change most certainly added up to 1.08% in a genuinely large manner. It's likewise essential to, in every practical sense, keep a genuinely sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to fundamentally have a reasonable perspective on where the market is going. The examination of market capitalization sort of conveys truly equivalent significance in both cryptographic money and customary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology fundamentally is utilized to explicitly decide the sort of generally position and prominence of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which generally is very critical. Changes in market capitalization exceptionally sure or kind of negative basically are likewise demonstrative of the manner by which the said market could head, as well as the resource's genuinely potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both short and fundamentally long-haul viewpoints. Showing how digital currencies explicitly have sort of lengthy past a reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in an unpretentious way. This truly specific exceptionally metric in every practical sense is likewise used to check the strength of Bitcoin SV, corresponding to the remainder of the digital currency market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation in a truly significant manner. To decide the kind of current market capitalization of BSV, we increase the coursing supply, the boundary that will sort of be generally made sense of later by the essentially present worth of the digital money under survey, which sort of is very critical. Starting today, the market capitalization of Bitcoin SV truly remains at $961.05890, which frames the reason for especially present positioning truly was referenced before in a genuinely enormous manner. Yesterday, on December 16, BSV generally had a market capitalization of $950,289,734, showing that these days, it's a resource class that in a real sense is considerably managed and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful, delicate, genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. Keep going week. On December 10, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to explicitly was recorded at $1,014,531,246. Pretty further appearance. How keep going week. On December 10, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to truly was recorded at $1,014,531,246, which truly is genuinely huge. A month prior, on November 17, the market worth of Bitcoin SV sort of was surveyed to generally be $949,142,049. All-out supply considers the quantity of coins that especially have previously been delivered by different means, for example, through mining, in spite of mainstream thinking. These digital currencies can explicitly be utilized either for especially dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers in a genuinely significant manner. This extremely metric likewise considers the coins that in a real sense have been progressively gotten rid of through the cycle called consuming, which explicitly is applied to control the expansion rate, showing how yesterday, on December 16, BSV basically had a market capitalization of $950,289,734, exhibiting that these days it's a resource class that for the most part is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate, which really is very huge. At this point, the sort of all-out supply of Bitcoin SV basically is laid out at 19,581,281 BSV in a kind of enormous manner. In conclusion, the circling supply sort of is utilized to ascertain the market capitalization and explicitly survey the coins really current remaining in the positions, which basically is genuinely huge. It means the especially generally measure of BSV that in every practical sense is by and by exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that essentially are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly generally put unavailable for general use out of the blue. Amazingly, it's by and large in every practical sense accepted that digital currencies that for the most part have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million really are the most reasonable for fundamentally long-haul speculation, since they truly are generally especially liable to essentially see the value in esteem over a drawn-out timeframe, conceivably many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, which is very critical. At this crossroads, Bitcoin SV really has a circling supply of 19,581,281 coins. Throughout recent hours, the exchanging volume related with BSV arrived at the mark of $44,936,186. So at this crossroads, Bitcoin SV truly has a circling supply of 19,580,280 coins, which really is genuinely critical. Yesterday, on December